Back when I worked in a grocery store, this woman and her 2 children came through my register. They had a single pink and white cookie in a bag. So, being a human that does its job, I picked up the bag. But what I didn't realize is the bag had been ripped open at the bottom and the cookie fell out onto the counter. I look at it for 0.1 seconds and I think, I'll just pick it up. It fell on a box of crackers anyway, it should be fine. But out of literally nowhere, when the mother grabs my wrist and shouts no, in the way you'd shout at your dog when he got on the sofa. The child was on its knees in some sort of shocked state. I can't buy that now. It's been on the floor, she says. On the floor, child's name. Now you can't eat it ever. The child is dying inside but doesn't move. I'd be happy to get you another, I say, but no, that was the only one. The only one in the store, and no one else has them. She yells. She kneels by her kid and says, try to be brave. I know he ruined your day, but some people are just born like that. She looks at me again. Why were you born? Do you get any pleasure from torturing kids? Why were you born? To make kids suffer. My manager walks past and asks about the situation. He dropped my child's cookie in the garbage and tried to sell it to us. She yells. Well, I'm sorry, we shouldn't be handling food like that, he says. Gives me a lecture on food handling, then says buy her another cookie or something and runs off, not wanting to be a part of it. I finished ringing up the rest of her stuff, but every time I'd pick up something she'd should careful with that, and I jump, and she'd say you almost dropped that, too. And her kid is now laying on the floor having some kind of episode and screaming now. The other kid comes back with, guess what? Another cookie that looks exactly the same. The mother takes it, walks over to the trash, and throws it away. That one's probably been dropped too. We can't trust these people anymore. And they pay me, begrudgingly, and run out, never to be seen again. So basically, I volunteer every other Sunday at my church with little 4-year-olds, and oh boy, today was interesting. Cast M. Entitled Mom K. Kid, actually pretty cool. Me, hi DK. It started out pretty bad, because my older sibling, that drives me, woke up late, so we were late, then this happened. So when the parents come into the building, they get tickets for their kids, so we know who they are, we sign them in, then they go to the main service for the parents. Well, K was new, so K's mom, M, was walking her around and showing K all of the toys we have. All was well, right? Yeah, until the end of class. At the end of class, all of the parents come from the parent service and pick up their kids. Normally in a small break room they have like donuts or Pop-Tarts for the volunteers, so they aren't hungry while they serve. They also have coffee. I got a cup of coffee and this weekend they didn't have anything for us to eat, so my older sibling gave me his card and told me to go buy each of us a donut. I went out, got the donut, and came back to the room we were in. Gave him his donut and class started. I didn't get time to eat my donut, so I had to wait to the end. I set the donut on top of a cabinet that had coat hangers under it. When M came to pick up K, he spotted my donut above the coat holder because she was grabbing K's coat. I was in the restroom at the time. As I came back in, I saw her eating my donut. Here goes. Me, why are you eating my donut? M, you weren't eating it, so I thought I could eat it. Me, just because I wasn't eating my donut at that moment doesn't mean you can. That makes not sense. M, well, I should be allowed to eat your donut because you shouldn't eat food in front of kids. It makes them jealous. Me, then why are you eating my donut in front of kids, including your own? The M proceeds to ignore me and continues to eat the rest of the donut. I didn't want to make this harder than it already was, so I just let her leave and not buy me another one. Nope, no special revenge or anything, just a stupid M thinking she can eat my food because I wasn't eating it at that moment. I hope others don't have to deal with these kinds of people. Yeah, so this is an incident occurred like 6 months prior. So basically me and my friends had a get together in my house. We planned that today we will party and play FIFA and stuff. So this lady, Ek, was my aunt. So in the afternoon she called my mum and said that somebody needs to look for my children. Will you? My mum had to go to her other friend's house, so she said no. Later she called again, this time I picked the call. Me, hello, Ek, hi, I'm Op. You will look after my children. I'm busy tonight. Me, no way. My friends are coming over. Why, what are you doing tonight? Eck, none of your business. Me, how much will you pay me? I will think about it. Eck, pay. Oh come on, we are family. I cannot afford a babysitter. I am a single mom of 2 children. Me, I ain't gonna do it for free. Please leave me alone. Eck, I won't be able to go clubbing then. Okay, so first of all, if you cannot afford a babysitter, don't go fucking clubbing, man. Also, you are 30. You are old now. Me, okay, don't go. Not my fault. If you can afford clubbing, then you can afford a babysitter too. Eck, you selfish brat. You are gonna waste it on stupid things only. Me, yeah, I'm gonna. You can't tell me what to do with my money. Bye, don't waste me time. I wanted to complete my work as my friends are gonna come. Then I cut the call. I was like, what the fuck? You should just give up your clubbing life now. And if you still wanna go clubbing, hire a babysitter. Here I'm not making any anti-feminist comments. I'm saying that just be more responsible. Please. No real damage done, but it was still annoying. A cousin of mine recently got into Studio Ghibli films. He wanted to borrow Spirited Away, and I was okay with that. His folks go to a church in my area, so they agreed to swing by and grab the disc after service. They come in, and I go to get the disc. My cousin starts asking about some of the other Ghibli films and anime mixed into my DVD collection. Then he points to Soul Eater. It's a great show, but he just turned 13, and it wasn't exactly age appropriate. Plus I didn't think his parents, mainly his mother, would approve. They're very religious and the show revolves around soul harvesting, the Grim Reaper, witches, and some fan service. I'm still not sure why Ghibli was okay with them, because of the spirits, witches, and demons, but I was pretty sure a show called Soul Eater would tip that Jenga tower. So when he asked me if he can borrow it, I said no. That no seemed to catch my aunt's attention, and she was by my cousin's side in a flash. She asked why he can't borrow it, and I told her it may not be age appropriate. Then she says something along the lines of, it's a cartoon, it's meant for children. You're a grown woman, you shouldn't have this anyway. I was a little irritated but stood firm. Instead, I let the kid borrow my neighbor Totoro as well as Spirited Away, and they went home. I thought everything was good until an hour ago. I received a call from my screaming aunt. She accused me of trying to corrupt her son with vulgarity and Satanism. I was lost at first, and then she mentioned a demon and a naked cat woman being in the first episode. I checked my shelf and Soul Eater was missing. I'm not sure when she did it, but she had stolen the box set. They're returning the movies next Sunday and Soul Eater had better be with them. I'm hoping she doesn't confiscate it, like she does with other ungodly stuff. That set was around $50 after shipping and handling. It was like the first anime box set I ever bought, and I will go to war for it. Okay, so basically, the weather is really nice today, so I decided to go on a walk in the park close to my apartment and bring a book to read. Now this particular park is really popular with families because they have some goats for children to feed and offer kids to ride on ponies. I'm usually not bothered by that at all cause most of the time I go to read in a secluded spot by a pond. Today however I wasn't alone and a mother, M, and her daughter, maybe 5 or so, D, were at the pond. So I sit down and start to read my book while occasionally drinking some water out of a glass bottle and eating some candy. After a while I feel someone staring at me and notice it's D. This happens to me a lot since I often dye my hair unnatural colors. One half is bright pink. I smile at D and wave, and she comes over to talk to me. She tells me about the animals she saw today, and I patiently listen to her, even though I would prefer to just continue reading my book. M is on the phone during all of this. D finally asks me for a piece of candy, and I ask her if her mom usually allows her to have candy. She nods her head yes, and I give her a Mentos. Note, I usually don't go around offering candy to strange children, but I'm an 18-year-old girl and she specifically asked me to have some, so I thought it would be fine. D goes to her mom and shows her the piece of candy, which prompts M to end her phone conversation and take the candy from her child. She turns to me looking kind of mad. I assumed she was mad because I gave her child candy without asking her first. Me, M, hey there, I gave your daughter a Mentos. I hope that's fine, but I didn't want to bother you. D wants to have her candy back and starts crying. M. Why did you think you could give my angel that? M. Sorry, she said she was usually allowed to have some. M. Now furious, why would I allow my child to take drugs? M. Super confused, ma'am it was candy. M. Don't think I don't know what drugs look like. You punks come to our parks and do drugs and think that's okay. M. Ma'am I can assure you that I don't do drugs at all, and if I was I wouldn't be giving it out for free. M. I saw you drink alcohol earlier you liar. M. Pointing to my water bottle, this is water. M. Don't you talk back to me in that tone. I'll call the police and get you arrested for drinking and giving my kid drugs. Just a note, it's actually allowed to drink in public in my country. M. Now listen to me. I told you I was eating candy and drinking water. I didn't do anything wrong. M. Do you think I'm stupid? After that I just quickly packed my bag and left cause I didn't feel like dealing with the police. I think M probably wasn't serious about getting me arrested anyways, as she didn't stop me when I left. But it was such a weird situation that I thought I'd post it on here. I'm back home now, sitting on my balcony and typing this out. Did you enjoy this video? Leave a like and subscribe to Brody for more.